Derrick Rose has always been one of the most fascinating players in recent NBA history. From the beginning of his career, when he was selected first overall in the 2008 draft by the Chicago Bulls, Rose won the hearts of fans with his speed, explosiveness, and the confidence of a player seemingly destined for greatness. At a young age, he was already burdened with the responsibility of reviving a historic franchise seeking to return to its glory days after the Michael Jordan era. And Rose not only lived up to expectations, but quickly surpassed them, winning the MVP award in 2011, still the youngest player in league history to achieve this feat. But along with this meteoric success also came countless challenges, many of them injury-related. Among the lesser-known obstacles in his career is an episode revealed years later. At one point in his career, Rose had to play with one eye closed due to blurred vision. This impressive detail demonstrates the lengths he went to stay on the court, even when his body was already showing signs of wear and tear. If you're a fan of the Chicago Bulls and Derrick Rose's incredible story, take this opportunity to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Here we always bring you exclusive content, remarkable stories, and in-depth analysis of the careers of the franchises and the NBA's greatest heroes. So support the channel now so you don't miss anything that's coming up. The blurred vision, which forced Rose to close one eye to try to maintain focus on the court, is a brutal portrayal of the mindset of an athlete willing to do anything to keep competing. For many fans, it may sound almost unbelievable to imagine an elite NBA player performing in such adverse conditions. But for Rose, it was part of the fight against his own body, a body that had so often betrayed him with serious injuries at crucial moments. Simply being able to stay on the court was a personal victory in itself, a way to prove to himself and his fans that he still had something to offer. This episode connects intimately with Rose's identity as a player. He was never just about talent, but about resilience. From his childhood in Chicago, in a challenging environment, to the moments when he had to rebuild his career after knee surgeries, Rose showed that his determination was unwavering. Playing with one eye closed is just another chapter in a narrative of overcoming that Bulls fans know well. It's worth remembering that when the vision problem occurred, Rose was already dealing with the weight of constant criticism about his durability and the frustrated expectation that he would be the franchise's long-term savior. The revelation that he was even sacrificing himself in this way helps to redefine his image. He wasn't someone who didn't want to be on the court, but an athlete who, even under extremely difficult conditions, did everything he could to keep going. This mentality also reinforces why Derrick Rose remains one of the most beloved players by the public, especially in Chicago. Even after leaving the Bulls, his connection with the city and its fans never faded. To this day, when he returns to the United Center as an opponent, Rose is cheered as a local hero, someone who has deeply impacted the collective memory of Chicago basketball. Another striking point is how Rose dealt with these difficulties silently. Many players would probably choose to take a temporary leave of absence, focus on their vision, and maintain their physique to return in better condition. But he chose the opposite. He preferred to move forward, adapting to his limitations and finding ways to compete. This reminds us how sports often involve invisible pain points that fans don't know in detail, but which shape athletes' trajectories. The story of the closed eye also speaks to the period when Rose was trying to reinvent himself after his most serious injuries. He was no longer the same explosive player he'd been in the beginning, but he still found ways to contribute, whether with experience or game intelligence. Adapting to playing without full vision is in many ways a metaphor for his career. When it seemed there was no way forward, he found a loophole, a makeshift solution to keep going. Within the Chicago Bulls narrative, episodes like this help us understand why Rose's image transcends statistics and trophies. What remains is not just the 2011 MVP or the spectacular games he played in his youth, but the image of a warrior who never gave up. Even if fate didn't allow him to lead the franchise to a title, his absolute dedication remains a legacy just as valuable, if not more so. This story also raises questions about how we hold athletes accountable. Fans often only see the end result, unaware of what goes on behind the scenes. When we discover that Rose's vision was compromised, it completely changes our perception. Instead of seeing him as someone in decline, we begin to admire him even more for his courage. And looking back, there's no doubt that Derrick Rose was a symbol of hope for an entire generation of Bulls fans. His story inspires not only basketball fans, but anyone who has faced hardship and needed to find strength in moments of weakness. Playing with one eye closed is perhaps one of the most powerful images of his resilience, showing that for him, giving up was never an option. For all these reasons, talking about Derrick Rose is about love for the game, unconditional dedication, and a unique connection to the city of Chicago. His journey, full of ups and downs, continues to move and inspire basketball fans. And the Closed Eye episode is another piece that completes the puzzle of a career that, despite being marred by injuries, never lost its greatness. If you're also moved by Derrick Rose's story and everything he represented for the Chicago Bulls, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. This is the perfect place for basketball fans who want to relive unique moments in the NBA and our beloved Bulls.